Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Okay, so this just came to the door. Go.
Hi, you've reached Lee and Kellock.
Oh, no. Still hasn't responded, so I can't. There's like... The Drone X Pro is an incredibly lightweight, higher quality drone that is way better than the original drone I got. Although it's not exactly on the professional level, this thing right here is the coolest drone that I have ever owned. Once the controller is in your hand, you really get a sense of quality. As a user, you have two options. You can either have the compartment on the bottom open, using the app and be able to see while you fly, or close it up and be able to essentially fly blind. But of course, before you can get any flying done, there's the initial setup. Once open, you'll notice that your drone comes with 4 protective frames, a charging cord, as well as 4 wings or propellers, and a mini screwdriver for the batteries. These frames are very important. As you can see, they're essentially the only thing that's going to protect your propellers from being snapped right off. Once the frames are on, the only other step that you'll need to do is put in the batteries. Once batteries are in, you're essentially ready to fly blind. You'll still be able to do everything you could do without the app on, but honestly, I highly recommend you read the instructions and figure out how the app actually works. Not only will it make the chances of you losing or breaking your drone a lot less, but honestly, it's just so entertaining to watch. Oh my god, okay, show me the screen,
What the fuck? The future is now, old man.
Alright, we got it. Once all those steps are complete, technically you are ready to fly, but I highly recommend, regardless of where you live, what kind of neighborhood it is, or if you're in complete isolation, always do your research to figure out the legality of the area in which you live in. Just because you think it might be safe, and to you it might actually seem safe, it might be very illegal or very dangerous, whether it's a flight path, just a deemed no-fly zone. Another thing that you also need to take into consideration is that I'm talking about the laws behind this, but there's also other dangers and issues that you need to worry about. If you live in an area like I do in Whitby, truthfully, a lot of people are really paranoid by the use of drones, so even though you may actually find the information to say that you can fly there, it might not be the best idea. Luckily though, it was so cold outside that there wasn't anybody outside to really worry about. Oh! This place is so icy. Jesus, you're a ninja. Whoa! You can't even see where we're walking. Oh. What you're about to witness is technically my first ever attempt at flying a drone. You'd think that this would be a very sentimental moment and I would do a lot of explanation behind it, but honestly, I'm just going to let the footage speak for itself. Oh, this thing looks promising.
As soon as you start flying, I'm going to throw it right into a nosedive into the ground.
What?
You have to save it.
No, don't do that. I'm going to figure out how to fly it, not figure out how to save it out of a fucking
Throwing you into
nosedive.
those deep ends, you can learn how to
I'm not going to learn anything, shut up!
Alright, I got power, I can see it.
throw it into
Yeah, I can see
Grayson's
mine
head.
too. Look, Grayson. Here, why don't I just
You need to figure out how to connect the controller to it.
Yeah, the controller's the issue right now.
You got the phones down.
I believe it was supposed to be like that, right?
Oh yeah, it's the. Whoa, whoa!
Power.
You're doing something. I am.
I am.
Oh, our controllers are swapped. Okay, who has me?
I have these. Oh shit! I'm controlling that one. Ah! Run after it!
Bring it back. What are you doing?
I'm pulling back. I'm pulling back. Why did you throw it, Riley? I wasn't ready.
All was well and nothing was broken, but once I finally recovered the drone, I noticed that we weren't actually recording on the first attempt. So after this is the first ever actual video that I got on the drone. This is the second attempt that I have at flying. Got it on film, but it was just as successful as the first flight. See, the other thing I didn't mention was weather is also a major factor in this. Not only is it freezing outside, but as you can see Jared and Riley chasing after it, the drones are flying everywhere. I figured the third time's the charm and I wanted to give it that last shot. Right before I took off though, I looked at the controller and I noticed that prior we only had it at 30% power. This is at 100% power.
So I think I'm connected now. Don't throw it. Watch your head. Okay, how do I make it go up?
Are you holding a bumper?
Nice.
After it survived that, I won't lie, we started to get a little reckless.
Are you not actually? Yeah! You what? You hit a tree? Where is it? I know, we really shouldn't be flying. This was a very dumb idea. What?
Once worry set in, it was probably time to go, but Caleb hadn't gotten the chance to fly yet, so it was his turn to go. Although this was definitely the most stressful part of the day, I will give Caleb some credit. He did technically get it the highest out of anybody. Alright. Oh.
Are you recording? Caleb, are you recording? Yeah. Good. Bring it back, man. Oh shit, Caleb! Caleb! It went over here. Damn it. Riley, Jared, have you found the other one? Which pieces?
We're missing a landing gear.
Oh, that's not that big of a deal.
Alright, you guys lose yours completely?
Yeah.
Grayson?
What?
Grayson, I got your phone. Grayson, I'll bring you new landing gear.
Okay, well, let's find the drone first.
It's still recording. Hold on. Riley, stop.
Stop moving! Stop moving! Did you see Riley?
Jared, walk straight and to your left.
It's over here? It's still recording?
Am I moving the right way? You're basically looking straight at it right now. There's not a one crossing down here. Like before the drone dies or something.
Yeah.
There's Riley. It's moving around in branches.
Oh, it's over here.
I think it's across the river.
Ah! You're the reference point, that's the thing.
You're literally our point of knowledge right now.
All we know is that it's looking at this
Let's
hill.
get our reference point closer to it.
I
Tell
found
me where
it.
to move.
Where is it?
It's in that tree branch.
It's in the tree. Okay, Riley, guys, come here. We found it.
I'm covered in pickles because of this.
Oh!
Caleb, dude. Caleb.
I've got tall rubber boots on. The battery dies on the camera.
Once we had kind of a rough idea as to where the drone was, the four of us all split up, and we actually used Jared as the reference point at the top of the hill, and then the three of us used each other to triangulate exactly where the drone was.
Keep going. Keep going.
It's probably closer in this way. Scaring away the doves.
Is he pretty much centered in the lens?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me when I look at the camera.
Okay, move to your left a little.
All right, not a listener, are you?
I think you're right. Sorry.
I knew it. It's upside down, right?
Yeah.
It's probably lasted another 5 minutes until...
I see it.
Riley sees it? Where?
It's in that bush, that really bushy thing that Caleb's like getting into right now.
Fuck, let's go. Oh, there it is. Woo!
Somebody look at that motherfucker, because it's still recording.
Has it been recording the entire time?
The landing gear here
Yeah, I watched it.
off.
Fucking camera. Nice end of the video, God.
Oh my god, the wind's getting even worse.
My one.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Once we had everything, though, it was time for us to go. Probably about, like, half because we were freezing to death.
If you try anything other than holding it right there, I'm gonna fuck right off.
I don't think any technology likes the cold, man. We don't even like the cold. Jared, shut up. Nope. Nope.
But also half because we were so desperate to see how much we actually got as far as footage goes.
It's crazy to see a world like this.
I know, right?
I'd like. It looks so much bigger.
Oh.
Wow.
Boom. Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. The
Whoa.
frame rate goes all over.
Once it was all said and done, I ended up losing a frame and one landing gear. We nearly froze to death. We literally crashed the drone, lost it for about a half an hour, but when it's all said and done, that was probably the most fun I have ever had while filming. It was my first ever attempt at flying a drone, and I really, really enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate a like, and if you haven't yet, subscribe. This is definitely not going to be the last video where we do stuff like this, and I have lots of other stuff on the way. As always, have a nice day.